What is hatching, Tug Peeps? OldManTup coming at you today with our UAPB Season 2 Week 2 Team Builder versus Coach Willie, Gamer Willie, and the Washington Weavile. Now, Willie is another coach who is returning from Season 1, who we did play in Season 1. So we have played Willie a little bit, so we are a little familiar with him and his playstyle. And let's take a look at the team that Willie has drafted this season in the order it was drafted. Landers Therian, which is his Z move user. Ferrothorn, Chandelure, Hitmonlee, Umbreon, Mega Altaria, Armaldo, Quillfish, Alakazam, Raichu, and Kecleon. That is the team he has put together. As I said, his Z captain is a Landers Therian. So, some things we see on the team that are very scary. Landers Therian, depending on what it brings. Scarf set, not as scary against us because it's a lot easier to manage when we realize it's a Scarf set. Z move user, if he pockets the fact that he's a Z move user, bluffs the fact that he's a choice user. Like I said, until we figure out what it has, very threatening. Especially the double dance variant. That's something we need to be very aware of. Another thing on his team, really good against us, Chandelure. Scarf Chandelure is just fantastic. So that's something we need to watch out for. We've had Chandelure in the past in GBA. Did we have it in GBA? I don't remember. We had it, but it's good, and I love it. It wasn't a GBA because, yeah, stuff and things. I remember now. Ha. Anyways, Mega Altaria. Again, something we've drafted before, and we know how dangerous it can be. It can set up and just destroy teams. Alakazam, because the coverage it gets against our team is really good, so that's something we have to be very mindful of, especially the fact that it outruns the entirety of our team. So that is something we need to be very mindful of. So that's what we're looking to play against, and here is going to be the team we bring this week. We're going to bring Salamence this week with the Fly MZ, Intimidate, Jolly Nature, Fly, Flamethrower, Dragon Dance, and Roost. This set breaks through his walls. The Flamethrower takes care of the Ferrothorn, which is, no pun intended, a thorn in our side. Looking at our matchup, I mean, it just destroys Hitmonlee, and I mean, after a Dragon Dance, we pretty much win the game. So that's what we're looking at. The EV distribution, we have 248 in hit points to get us nice and bulky. 40 in defense, 36 in special defense, 148 in the speed. Like I said, Jolly Nature, I believe that puts us just enough to outspeed max speed Landers Therian. Next, we're going to be looking at Black Spotted Zebra, one of our good friends, Zebstrika, Life Orb, Motor Drive, Overheat, Hidden Power, Ice, Thunderbolt, and T-Wave. Thinking about maybe getting rid of T-Wave and putting in Volt Switch, just because of the speed we're going to bring this thing in. It will not outspeed max speed Raichu, and we're doing that very intentionally because we want to be able to slow Volt Turn on it, especially if he's expecting to be able to Volt Turn on us. The electric attacks versus our team, very good. Neutral hits on Salamence. I mean, this is the only thing that's immune, and the only other thing that resists is Paper Cut, who doesn't want me taking a bunch of special attacks anyways. So that's something we're looking at. Like I said, we outspeed everything on his team below Raichu's speed tier, which I believe is 110. So that's what we got there. Overheat for just the boom power on it. Pretty much everything on his team that resists the electric attacks. So that's bueno, which is all of, well, not Altaria. Yeah, I mean, that's more or less for Ferrothorn. Landers Therian, we got the HP Ice for, but that's not going to be standing on us anyways. So, just coverage against this team. Like I said, playing with the idea of getting rid of the Thunder Wave for a Volt Switch. We'll see what happens before this matchup. Next, we're going to bring out Ariel. Ariel is pretty much the go-to switch-in for a lot of his special attackers. We have enough special defense to take 2 Scarf Energy Balls from Chandelure after 2 rounds of burn. That's fantastic, and considering that's one of the few things that we're going to be needing to do, but we'll be able to take 2 of those, and if he's Scarfed, we'll beat it 1v1 with the Scald, so that's awesome. Defense investment to be able to take, oh, what was it? I forget what the exact damage was for us to stand up against Landorcerian, but we can take stab hits for days. We can take 2 Earthquakes, no problem. And just roll with the punches, especially after we get the Marvel Scale Flame Orb and burnt. We can just sit in front of that thing for days. That's why we definitely don't want to let him get up a Sword Stance, because this is the only thing that stands in the way pretty much after that. Outside of the things that outspeed it, obviously. Hugh. But you can see on the screen the exact EV distribution. We're running Calm Nature to get that special defense boosted. Hidden Power Fire, because Ferrothorn is just walls the crap out of the set, and there's nothing that we can really do about it. So that's what we're doing. HP Fire. Scald deals with pretty much the rest of his team. So HP Fire for the Ferrothorn, Scald pretty much neutral or super effective hits on everything else. And yeah, Excelente. So that is Ariel. Next we're going to bring back Meme. Where did my mouse go? There it is. Bringing back the Meme Magic, and this week we're going for a little bit more of a utility mod. U-turn, knockoff, hidden power fire, stealth rocks. This is to come in, soak up some special attacks. This thing can eat flamethrowers from Chandelure for days. Oh shoot. If I remember right, we can take 2 Shadow Balls as long as he doesn't have Stealth Rocks up. We can take 2 Shadow Balls and fire back. Like I said, Stealth Rocks can be very important in this game to help us whittle down some of his mons. Because after we get rocks up, one of our other mons walks through his team. So we'll get to that in a minute. U-turn, just for the utility, being able to get in, get a slow U-turn off, switch out. We are sassy in nature, but we do have speed investment, so you're going to see that, and that allows us to 100% of the time outspeed Kecleon. Granted, if he's bringing Kecleon, it may possibly be the priority using set with Sucker Punch, Shadow Sneak, things of that nature. But I don't know if you were caught it when I was going over the team. He doesn't have a lot of speed at all. The fastest things on his team are Alakazam and Raichu. So that's, yeah, not the most fantastic of things that he's got. I mean, after that, I think his next fastest mon is Landorcerian. But I mean, nothing else breaks 100 speed. And Landorcerian's what, like 97 speed, something like that? So, big gap in the speed tiers on his team. So, that's why we're really expecting Alakazam and Raichu to both come, because that's the speed of his team. But like I said, knockoff just for utility. Possibly catching Chandelure on switch-ins if we're not U-turning out. Being able to knock off that Choice Scarf would help us immensely if he is bringing that. Once again, I believe Choice Scarf Chandelure will almost guaranteed be brought to this match. We're really prepping hard for it, so I hope it is. Next, we're going to be bringing in the 4-spot. For those of you who don't understand that baseball reference, 4-spot is a cleanup crew. That's your cleanup hitter. He's the guy who comes in after 3 other people have hopefully gotten on base and just wails on the ball and brings them all in. So this is the sweeper, the cleaner, and what we've got Venomoth, Black Sludge, Tinted Lenses, Quiver Dance, Bug Buzz, Sludge Bomb, Hidden Power, Ice. Unfortunately, we only have one hidden power to use. So, pardon me. It's one of the detriments to this set is that we had to pick between Hidden Power Ice and Hidden Power Fire. Pretty much the rest of the team was set up exclusively to have particular tech to deal with Ferrothorn. I don't think that's what we're going to need Venomoth to do. So Bug Buzz hits it for neutral damage anyways, and at +1 it still does a butt ton of damage. We're running Timid, 232 speed, which gives us, I believe, the speed to outspeed Landorus. Maybe? No, Landorus has more speed than us. It's whatever's after that. We outspeed something that's scarfed. But other than that, that's what this is for. Bug Buzz, Sludge Bomb, Hidden Power Ice, like I said, that does neutral damage across his team, except for Chandelure. Chandelure resists all of these attacks, but with the Tinted Lenses, we don't really lose the power, but it has the ability to come in and stop a potential sweep, especially if we don't get a setup. One thing I do like about this Mon is it lays big hits on anything that switches into it. None of his stuff wants to come in and just freely take a hit from our Venomoth. So that is excellent. I'm really looking forward to get a chance to switch this guy in and just get some damage in on some stuff. Last but not least, the Peace de Resistance, and I want to give a big shout out to Bill Standish and Trogdor, the boys in the front office, putting this team together. And putting their heads together gave me two options for Kartana sets, and that's what we're going to be looking at here. We're bringing out Paper Cut the Kartana, and the two sets were ultimately the same except for the held item, which was Life Orb and Choice Band. Ultimately, we decided that the Life Orb, even though it is going to be the detriment of losing health after each attack, is just going to give us the ability to switch our moves up when we realize the speed tiers we're playing against. The ability to switch up our moves once his fast Mons go down was just too much to pass up. And this thing has the potential to late game sweep through his team. Kartana has 181 base attack, and that is no joke whatsoever. We're running Adamant because, like I said, of the speed tiers on his team, this gives us the ability to outspeed max speed Landorus, and this thing is just dangerous because, I mean, something comes in, gets killed, we're at +1 attack. And if he doesn't have anything to outspeed us, nothing on his team wants to switch in and take a hit. Nothing on his team wants to come in after one of his team members dies and takes a hit. So let's take a look at this. We got Leaf Blade, Sacred Sword, Night Slash, and Smart Strike. Now, we can look at this, and as long as we have rocks up, the damage that Kartana does, even with Life Orb as opposed to the Choice Band, Smart Strike on max defense, max HP, defensive nature, Mega Altaria is 79.9 to 95.4 damage. Now what you thinking? Tough, that's not a one-hit KO. If I get rocks up before he megas, that is a one-hit KO. He'll be flying type when he switches in, which means he can take 25% damage, which means 79.9% is going to knock him out 100% of the time. So that is excellent. Like I said, we outspeed any variant of Mega Altaria there is. Its base speed is only 80, so we don't have to worry about that at all. Night Slash lays a beating on Chandelure. Sacred Sword lays a beating on the Night Slash. Yeah, Night Slash hits incoming things. He doesn't have a lot on his team that resists the Night Slash. what does he have that resists it? Hitmonlee. He doesn't have a fairy type outside of a Mega Altaria, but Mega Altaria isn't going to be switching into something with stab steel attacks. So, not really worried about that. Leaf Blade cleans up a few of the things on his team. It gives us a nice neutral damage stab attack against Landorus Therian. So that is excellent. The Sacred Sword cleans up Kecleon. It also gives us a clean hit on Raichu, Armaldo, Umbreon. Yeah, it just does very much things. The Ferrothorn as well. But between those 4 attacks, like I said, we get perfect coverage against his team. Nothing can come in and resist all of those attacks. So that is just excellent, and I can't wait to get this thing in and get it some use. That just humongous attack stat. I am just drooling with anticipation, waiting to get some use out of this bad boy. But anyways, guys, this has been OldManTup. Let me know what you think about our matchup this week, and let me know what you think about the team prep. Something you would have done differently, maybe a different set you would have thrown in there. Let me know. But this has been OldManTup, and we will catch you guys next time with our UAPB Season 2 Week 2 battle. This has been OldManTup, and I will catch you on the flip side. Peace.